Alright. Okay, let me see if I can get this right. Let me see here. Let me open this shit up. Let me make myself a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see me and shit. Let's go ahead and load up the open up the forum post that sparked all this shit, right? Let me go ahead and put this shit down here. Okay. Welcome to the channel. I'm on right now. I'm gonna make my first official rant video because it's gonna be so hard. You know what? So I don't incriminate myself later for this. I'm actually gonna try to be professional in the sense I'm not gonna try to curse or say anything really crazy. So I'm gonna try really hard. But if I drop an N-bomb, a B-bomb, a S-bomb, any of that kind of stuff, the C-bomb, I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard. I got my little lemonade right here, little drink. Delicious. And we're going to get to a little rant that I've been holding off on for a very, very long time. Alright, so if you guys don't know me, I'm Debo, Diablo 3 community, been playing since beta. Always been trying to help out people, encourage people to play Diablo 3, grow the community, so everybody can enjoy the wonderful game which is in Diablo 3. Now, for a while now, I started doing this full time, and I started doing very well for myself, and been able to support myself due to wonderful fans on Twitch TV. Shout out to you guys, subscribers. Big shout outs to people like Joshua Foley, Biggs, Double 85, Purple Plague. Oh my gosh, I got so many people I gotta list off. Hold on. Let me make sure I get this right, because if I don't get everybody, the big guys who have really been helping. Cesarcraft, freaking, my brain is going so off right now. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. I might even redo this. Apex. Shit. Well, you know who you are, anyways. I'm just crazy right now. I can't go through and list everybody, the big guys, but I know Apex. Shout out to Apex, Joshua Foley. Those are the biggest two contributors to the stream. Also, all my moderators, all the people who watch the stream, all the people who help contribute, subscribers, people who donate, people who don't donate, people who just come by. Thank you so much for allowing me to do something that I love 12 hours a day, because it doesn't even feel like work. I mean, basically you're feeding my addiction. But Debo, I came here for a rant. What is a rant about? All right. Now, you guys know, I've been doing this full time, and basically, eventually people ask me, like, hey, Debo, can you start posting all your guides? I want to see how you do your guides and see how you're doing your things. And maybe you should post them on the forum. It'll help a lot of players out. And some people say, yeah, there's other information there, but we want to see how you would do it or what your information you had. And I said, okay, cool. I guess I'll go ahead and start posting my, my forum, my information and stuff like that on the forums and what have you not. So I go ahead and start making forum posts on Reddit, Diablo fans, and also the Diablo 3 community. Reddit, I got no problems with. I had one guy that gave me a little bit of problem, but I had to prove him wrong on the video. That's okay. Reddit community, shout out to them. Awesome guys. They're wonderful moderators, people that are really helpful inside of them that bounce good, different ideas about the Witch Doctor class in general. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Reddit forums. Shout out to Diablo fans, www.diablofans.com. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. You guys put my video on the front page of the Big Bad Voodoo Double Stacking. Wonderful community. They actually get in there and they snip out all the people who basically badmouth each other and do all this kind of crazy stuff. They're on top of it. Diablo fans, you guys don't use it for your forums. If you need to go there, need people to actually help you, I would tell you to go to Reddit or go to Diablo fans. One of those two sites. Blizzard forum. Here we go. Alright. So if you guys don't know, I'll show you on the screen here. Hopefully, let me double check up here and the other example. Okay, cool. So you guys can see my screen. I got Diablo's tutorial guide and stuff like that. That's for the Jade set. And you could see I have links to everything. Just lets people know who I am. I've been playing the Witch Doctor class for a very long time. I'm just basically trying to support everybody or just trying to add to the community and help get more people into the game. My sole purpose is to take a new player or returning player to Diablo, tell them what's up, get them all jacked up excited about Diablo so they go and keep playing the game. We need new players in the game, new blood into the game, bringing back returning players to the game, helping them out, encouraging them to play the game, and tell them, hey, bro, you can go out there and get the gear too. That's what I'm trying to convey in the message. I just want more players to play. Now, if you guys can see, I have all my little information. This is the offending forum post, but we'll go ahead and look to a growing list of the Witch Doctor information. So as you can see, I update it on a regular basis. I have the date. I have a lot of information here. I put down my personal sites and insights in here. And I know there's a lot of other information here. But, you know, when I say, well, okay, well, a lot of people want to see what's up here. So I said, okay, well, I'll go ahead and I'll post here on battle.net. I'll show off everything. I'll let people know, look, I'm streaming. If you ever want to come in and just talk or just you need help or you want to ask me directly, I will respond to you and help. So I post all my information here, go over all the Witch Doctor specs. I try to keep it straight and to the point so people don't have to look through so many different things. And I got everything listed there, and you guys can see, you know, all the different builds that I have on Battle.net. Just it's not to, you know, take away from anybody else. It's not to put down anybody else. It's not meant to wreck anybody else. If you got other forums, if we got a bunch of information, doesn't matter if it's my guide, you guide, Paul's guide, John's guide. Information, okay, well, you know, here's a person that's more in detail. This is a guy who does more straight to the point posts. Some people may not like that. It's a bunch of different posts that people can go in and see. A lot of people can get the information, see what's going on, and then, you know, make a decision on what they want to follow. That's all we're trying to do. We want to provide a good community for new players, returning players, and teaches people, hey, you know, you could do this, you could play Diablo, you gotta have a fun time, hey, play the game, it's awesome, because, I mean, we love Diablo, right? That's the whole point we're posting in the forums, making all these guides. So, I digress. I spent today making the videos for the Witch Doctor guide and for Jade set in-game tutorial build, and also for the Tall Man's Finger. If you guys don't know, a couple months back, I was doing all the major builds for Witch Doctor currently on Torment level 3. Now, I also told you that I would come back maybe a month later and showcase them all at Torment level 6, so you know we can cover different things. Some basic skill guides, maybe some guides about ladder, some guides about this and that. And I said I would return and do a in-game tutorial guide, which means just showing the build off on a Witch Doctor that has all like the quote-unquote in-game items or items they're looking for. Damn, I want to see how this build works in action because this guy got the star medal. Oh, I want to see a Jade set because I'm looking for Jade set. I want to see him killing stuff at T6, and I said this a month and a half ago, and I went ahead and did that. So, posted the first one's okay. Didn't really get any problems. No one said anything. And for some reason, and it's always the Jade set, I don't know what it is about cheap people with the Jade set, or they're just, oh, I want to curse so bad. I don't know if they're just riding it, or like, it's like that ex-girlfriend they cannot get rid of. It's just Jade set for some reason. If you want to see Witch Doctors go emotional, post something bad about the Jade set. Post it in the forum. Say something bad. Say, oh, Jade set's horrible. I hate the color green. And people will be like, no, green's the greatest color for Jade set. And here's the reason why. And there's a guide about the Jade set with the green and why green is the best transmog color for the Jade set. Don't know why. Jade set just makes people go freaking emo. So I'm doing my typical thing. And I'm almost done. It's only got one more video game guide for the in-game tutorial guide series to publish, which is the Rhino Flailer build. And this just gives people, or Witch Doctor players, oh, okay, these are the top builds that we're running. Oh, these are the builds they're using on PTR, or this is the builds they're just using just in general, and here's some different variations and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to do. So I go ahead, and I usually have to fight on battle.net. When you post a forum post, if you're a new person, be forewarned. If you're posting any type of deviations from the meta of the current sets in game or builds, you will have your throat slashed. I'm telling you this now. It's a cautionary tale. If you post on Diablo 3 forums, people will lose their crap. They will go emo in a heartbreak if you post anything with a variation on your ideals or something on something that they already covered. They will freak out. So if you're a new person, there's a new person at home, I'm going to post this new little mini guide that I found out because I found a really nice way to farm some keys out of the key wardens and stuff. And then I also found a nice little trick that makes it so that I can get it done in a couple minutes too, you know, in between watching the kids and stuff. If you post that on the Diablo 3 forums, they will say the most horrendous things ever. They will trip out about the build. They will link other ones like, your thing is crap, your thing is horrible, how dare you, blah, 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 blah. They lose their mind. So if you're a new person and you look in Diablo 3 forums, read the information, don't post. I'm telling you, post anything wrong. You say anything absolutely not in 100% consistency correctness. If you run a different rune that somebody else just doesn't agree with, they will take it to your mama's house. That's how serious they are. So let me get to the point of this point on this post why shit got crazy. So I put, oh, see, I use the S word. I'm trying not to curse. So I go down here and I got a nice little informational post. It's straight into the point. Gear, skills, what I run, this is what I do. If you want to go and get more information, then there's a bunch of information. I'm just trying to add to the pool. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a compilation section on Diablo, just trying to help everybody out. And I even included a little video with it too, so you can see what's up. And I talked to more about what's going on. All right. And then I also made a post saying this specifically because I knew people were about to go in. And you know, honestly, I don't even need this forum post to be up on the main thing for Diablo 3 in the Witch Doctor section. I just want it to fade down into the distance. I don't want people to really post on it. What I want is so that somebody looks at my compilation on battle.net, they can see, okay, this is how you do a Jade set, but I need more information. They click the in-detailed information, boom, takes it to my forum section on battle.net, bam, right there. Oh, dang, more information about the Jade set Debo was talking about. Let me look here. All right, Debo's section had pretty good stuff. Let me go check some other Jade stuff. Oh, man, this Jade section has even more information. That's the whole point. I'm not trying to outdo anybody else. I'm not trying to cause any problems, right? So I make this post. I don't even want people to post on it. I just wanted to be able to link it inside my compilation growing section on Diablo that I maintain. So if somebody wants to see more in detail and see what I think about the Jade set, or from my perspective, they can see it. So just before anybody says it, yeah, this is pretty much cookie cutter Jade set. Yes, people know of this build. I'm putting this out here because people from my stream absolutely write up about it, and I can add this to my growing Witch Doctor guys. Otherwise, enjoy. Tells you, look, I already know the build exists, but people ask me from my stream to put it on here. I'm just doing what the people told me. If some dude sends you $200 and says, hey, Debo, I appreciate this. Can you put this form out here? And you know what, too? Hey, can you just put the guide out for everybody? It'll help everybody out. Plus, I want to support you to keep doing what you're doing. Dang, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Not a problem. I'll go ahead and I'll make up the guide and stuff like that. Big shout-outs to that individual who wants to remain anonymous, who donated that much money. I am keeping the lights on with it. I do appreciate you, bro. People lose their shit. I'm sorry I had to say S2. Shit's not too bad. People lost their minds. And I clearly state, just before anybody says it, this is pretty much cookie cutter Jade set. Yes, people know this build. I'm putting this out there because people from the stream asked me to post it. I'm just putting this information out there. I'm not trying to step on nobody's shoes. It's a cybernetic game. It's Diablo. We're supposed to be having fun fighting Diablo. We're not supposed to be fighting each other. It's like an elite mob pack inside the forums. It's like shit. You say something wrong, you get an elite pack that's called like Living in Mother's Basement, Hates Life, Troll Aspect, and what are the last two affixes? Chance to call you out and link other people's stuff. When you post inside these forums, it's like you're fighting a freaking elite pack in the forums. In the forums, I'm just trying to get information. If I want to fight an elite pack, I'm going to the game. I want to take it out in the game. I want to go in that game. I'm going to mess me up that elite real fierce. And it's going to drop me a fancy legendary, and I'm going to be happy. But no, you post here and you tell people, look, I know it's been covered, but people ask me to see it, and they want me to post it. And this is the first response. You contradict PBBQ. Don't even know what the hell that name is. You contradict your own statement about mana uses and end up choosing Draining, Spirit Rune, Haunt. Really? I explained while I used Draining Haunt Rune inside the video. I said, look, some people run Resentful, some people, I like to run this. This is what I do to help me with my mana because I don't have a lot of mana regeneration in my build. In-game guide. Oh, really? Yeah, it's an in-game guide. Jade said it's considered an in-game build. Here's an in-game guide where you can see how it works. You can switch stuff around. You can look at other information. I just posted the information. Next one, self-proclaimed witch doctor at it again. Glad we have a sticky up there with all the information already. Facepalm. Another post, and this is after me just trying to contribute to the forums and help people out. So when a newbie comes on and sees this, oh, this Diablo guy seems pretty cool. Oh, he's a nice chocolate man. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, he got some video, fantastic. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's with this post? Dude, he's just trying to help people out. Yeah, we know there's a lot of other guys. Whoa, man, this guy too? Shit, like, what did he do? Well, he has a compilation on Diablo 3, and he has all this information there. And he's making all these videos. He plays like 12 hours a day. When I went to his stream the other day, he answered my question. Not a lot of streamers do that. He didn't have his boobs hanging out of his shirt. He didn't have a huge donation link down there trying to get people to just give him money for no reason. He had a lot of informative stuff there. Huh. Damn, that makes me not even want to post here no more. If I post something, if they do that to this guy who provides all this information, man, my noob ass asks a question, they're probably going to string me up by my toenails or something crazy like that. I'm not going to do it. Not going to post on the forums, and that's my choice. And that's what players do. Now, here goes the next one. And then look, look, here goes another one. Does everybody uses JSON, including myself, uses double haunt resentful. Management isn't too difficult. Blah, blah, blah. Serpent module being the best module, really. Where if you're playing on PTR, you would know once you get to the high level floors, you need that mitigation or you get one-shotted. But I digress. And then he goes in the whole thing, life dogs and this and this and this. And I'm like, that's fine. But all I'm just trying to say is I'm telling you on PTR, when you get to this floor, you're going to start getting one-shotted, and you want to run Ukapun Serpent so you get the mitigation. People used to tell me I was crazy thinking Tall Man's is going to be one of the top builds. And then what had happened? PTR came out, then it was. So he goes off and does that. Then after that, even the guy, Reaper, who actually gets all the guides together, he made even worse. He poured gasoline on it. These players need to take some time and read the sticky about what's already available about this build. Whether it's due to pure laziness or incomprehension to what's been known already, this build has been known since beta, and what needs to be done, a simple Google search would direct them to its facts. It still shocks me the spoon-feeding players that they need. So now, a new player is going to come in and be like, dude, I'm a spoon-feeder. This dude's called me a spoon-feeder just because I'm not looking up and going detailed in this guide? Oh, new players like, nah, that community's not really, I don't know about this Diablo 3. These guys are going off on this guy who's providing information about stuff and just trying to make it quick and to the point. I don't know. I just, you know what? I like being spoon-fed. You know, I like my spoons. I like ice cream. I like spoon-feeding myself. I do it like an ice cream. Basically, this guy's insulting ice cream. Or maybe somebody out there actually thinks it, but you get my point. I'm kind of being over-exaggerating. But you get the point. The new player's like, man, so I can't even ask a question because I'm going to get ridiculed. If this guy posts all this information, if I post anything, they going to get my ass. So I see that, and we go on to the next one, right? Then I explain myself. Reason behind this on PTR. At high level, Serpent module, blah, 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 blah. Once you get to level 33, this is why I use it. If you guys are testing on the PPR, you kind of know. And if you look on the PTR, the top witch doctors that use Jade said they use Ukapun Serpent. So I don't understand it. Okay, but I digress. So then I started highlighting what people said, and to the guy who said self-proclaimed witch of the queen, give a sticky of them with all the information already. This always happens when I post anything. I'm just trying to help the community. I don't understand why you guys understand that people who come to my stream ask me to make the guide. It's funny. People go crazy over information I post, but listen carefully. You don't say anything about non-constructive post on forum. You guys won't say nothing about that person. You don't say anything about people who are contributing anything towards helping new players or encouraging new growth into the community. Hell, people on Twitch TV, they won't say nothing about a guy who badmouths players, eats boogers on stream, and bans subscribers that have donated thousands of dollars. They won't say nothing. They won't say nothing about that player. And they definitely won't say people who are the streamers who just have their boobs just hanging out on webcam and saying like girl power and all that stuff, and you got your boobs just hanging out inside the freaking webcam, and the first thing you have in your description, it is not any information about you. It's not even any information about the game. It is an Amazon wish list, and it is a PayPal donation, and I'm sick of it. But you won't say nothing about that person, but you'll come to my stream and say something about me, the guy who's trying to answer your questions, be helpful, and help you with the community and stuff like that. But they ridicule me. That's all they do. You know? And then my thing that got me mad the most, Reaper, the guy who put all the guys together, he was the one that was getting on me. I said, this is the reason I make the guides. Let me open this in a new link. You know why I make the guides? You know what makes me happy, that makes me want to do guides? This person. I am curious about Witch Doctor. I know he has a lot of room to go, but curious to how focused. Main thing I would like is to get a bit more survivability without sacrificing too much damage. And then Grimiku, one of the community managers, happened to see what this guy was talking about and was like, hey, here's a compendium guide on the official forums watch at, and here's one written by Debo, who has an excellent Twitch channel on all Witch Doctors. So if Blizzard approves of me, what is the problem? This is from a community manager. He links the main guide area. He links also a written guide that talked about Grim Reaper because he noticed I had a Grim Reaper. And also with the Grim Reaper build, when I put that out, people gave me shit about that too. So if a community manager says it's cool, and he links the main forum section, and he links my guide, and keep in mind Grim Reaper has already got out there, that just shows you that it's okay to have multiple guides there and more information, and he pointed them in the right direction, which will help this newcomer not get frustrated, learn about the game, and want to actually play the game. And then maybe he'll tell his friend Suzanne. Maybe he likes Suzanne. Maybe he wants to make it his, instead he just wanted to make friends, he wants to take it to the next level, Suzanne. And maybe, just maybe, if he learns his cool Grim Reaper build, and Suzanne gets a Grim Reaper too, then they can work together. He could be like, yo baby, let me show you this build. It's called Grim Reaper. He shows Suzanne the build. Suzanne falls instantly in love with Diablo. She falls instantly, in love with the man who just read this on the forums and showed him how, like, he's a wonderful man. He just showed me how to make this cool build. Then this normal guy who's asking the question in forums, not only does he enjoy the game, does not he also bring the new girl into Diablo? He wins her heart, and they get married, and they ride off in the sunset together, and they produce multiple wonderful Nephilim children that are going to grow up, and 15 years down the line, they're going to be playing Diablo 3. Hey Dad, this is how you met Mom. How'd you meet Mom again? See? Let me tell you the tale of how I met your mother, son. It's called a magical helmet called the Grim Reaper. Now, I doubt that's going to happen. But that's just my whole point. You know? This is why the other forums and community terms, not only they're on top of like stopping posts like this and also banning people from doing stuff like this, Reddit, Diablo fans, this does not happen. This would never happen. But for some reason, and I'll be fair to Blizzard, it's not their fault, there's a lot of forums to be moderating, this cesspool shit goes on Diablo 3 forums, and World of Warcraft, and Hearthstone, and StarCraft. And you wonder why games die. You wonder why games don't grow. It's because people who post cesspool shit like this on the forums, and I'm sick of it. I'm making this video so anytime anybody says anything in forums, I will link them to this video. And they can just see how I feel. Like, what kind of motherfucker do you have to be just to, like, get offended? Or just get up in arms about a guide? Somebody who's trying to help people grow the game. How can you be a cesspool person and just give people hell that are trying to bring new players into the game so the community can grow? What has happened? Maybe just, you know what? It's just maybe the Diablo 3 official forums went to shit. Maybe we do have to go to other community places and stuff like that. And I posted it and I linked. This is why I make the guides, and this is when people come. Good points, Debo. Thank main reason why Thing of the Deep is just the thing of the past because of Healing Globe nerf too. However, there's a ton of stuff that will change. There's also before we go live, legendary gems, blah blah blah. Other people posting stuff like that. And I just get tired of it. Now, there's some people who do some good encouraging words and say, Debo, keep doing what you're doing, you know? He said, and now you got this person. Instead of working together, you can decide just to post some information again. You can easily throw a link to your sticky streaming page and it'll make it bot states, here you can find which information, insert sticky, blah, 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 done. Now you can go play more repetitive information. You know? And then, it's a great thing you're trying to help people, but in case there's an already much better Jade guide in the forums. That is a bitch-ass statement. That is a backhanded compliment. People have obviously brought some baggage to this thread about your thread that doesn't directly relate, and that's unfortunate, but the fact here is it's already existing, blah. So basically, if there's existing information, you can't post in the forums because they'll give you shit. Maybe people don't want to read through a Tawala text. Maybe they just want to read something that's quick and like little tidbits. People love tidbits. They like little morsels. Women love little morsels and shit like that. And then you got some people who are trying to help me out. Jack Straw. Yes, if you wanted a guy for the live server, you should have looked at the TM guide where he specifically says that. This is a future meta, but this guide for his live server. So some guys will be for live server. Peter, you should correctly deduce what intends before commenting. Whatever. You know? And then basically all the backhanded compliments and things where people say, you guys can check the forum. I'll give you guys a link. I want to put the link in the video so you guys can watch this forum for yourself. And hopefully Blizzard will just close it out. Fuck it. You know? And I list all my information, and I basically said it's my guide compilation. I just want to keep adding information to guide compilation so it's all in one area. Maybe you have your J build, but it's not Debo's J build. Maybe I want to put it in my compilation. Is that cool? Believe it me, if I could post without anyone seeing this post, I would, and I would have. Hell, I'm so happy when my guy just gets pushed down by the other threads because the only intent was to follow up on a promise I made 1.5 months ago in my videos to showcase JT6 when I got all the pieces. This is just going to be another guide I have linked in my guide compilation, so if you people want to see more information on the J build, I mean, is there a rule about someone who wrote a guide for it already? There's no one else can post another one? Sounds like a childish to me. Is there a ranking system for all the guides so people can upvote ones they like and vote down the others? I don't see anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they do. And that's just how it's going to be. When new people are coming back to play Diablo 3 or read the forums and they see posts like this, it kills the community. Never thought I'd seen a day when information was held with such hostility and encouraging new players to play a game I love myself. Never I thought I would have seen the day when information was held with such hostility and or encouraging new players to play a game I love myself was just with held with so much hostility. Then he tries to say, Medieval, I meant no disrespect for you. I'm happy you take the time to post these builds or threads or proof of guidelines. I don't believe this is a particular build needs to be reposted again. The reason you don't see me posting builds, they just reiterate themselves. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the approach I would have taken is to acknowledge the already discovered and given a little shout to those who worked, honed, and respect posting builds. Bro, like, what the fuck? Am I not supposed to post if somebody else posted this shit? That doesn't even make any sense. And I'm supposed to give people shout-outs for their guys that did it. They did their guys to do my guys. It's fine. As long as I'm not plagiarizing, who cares? And then one person, I appreciate the effort. Don't listen to trolls as at least you tried. And then, like I said, I'm going to pull all my shit down from Diablo 3. Once I get the website up, I'm going to put all my shit there. And we'll call it witchdoctor.net. Just like how they did Rogue. Or www.rogue, World of Warcraft Rogue or World PvP or whatever for Pacific Rogues in World of Warcraft. And it's a site that's dedicated to rogues. Maybe I'll do that, but for witch doctors. So we can have a nice constructive area where anybody, regardless if it's me or Tom or John, if they want to make 10 guides, I don't care, they can post it on the forums and we'll have a bunch of information there. And if somebody asks the same question 800 times, we will answer it. Because that's what you do to grow the community. You don't just be like, oh, can't you just look up the information and Google it? Yeah, you know what? You know what the new person's going to say? You know what? This community is kind of assholes. I'm going to go play League of Legends. Well, that's even worse than the forums. But you get what I'm saying, right? I got the message in Twitch box so much information, I just try to say stuff. You know? That's what people do in the forums. You know? You know, this is what the community has fell into. This is what has became of the Diablo forums. So as soon as I get the website up, I ain't posting my shit here. And a lot of people will say good riddance. I'm going to mess with the Reddit community because they're cool. I'm going to mess with the Diablo fans cool because they've been supporting the hell out of me. If you wonder why players are getting worse nowadays, or players are unwilling to educate themselves in games, it's because of people who post like this. It's for people who comment on things like this. Because if a new player came into a forum and somebody posted a guide and tried to be helpful, and then everybody just shits on it, that player is going to be like, damn, this guy actually has a section, a compilation, he's trying to help people, and these people are giving him this shit. They're not going to want to look at the information inside the game. They're not going to want to look through the forums. They're not going to even want to deal with the community. They're going to go play another game. You wonder why people aren't educated? Because no one wants to go to forums anymore. Because you want to know why? Because of posts like this. If you wonder why the player population sometimes is getting a lot dumber, and I don't mean that offensively, or people are not looking up shit anymore, or people don't look up guides and they don't look up forums, you know why? Because of posts like this. It's because of people like this. Hell, you can get a shout out from the community manager saying, hey, this guide's great. And then other people went to the same guide that the community manager recommended. Oh, this build's shit. This one's better. Here, let me link you a real Grim Reaper build. When the community manager just linked to mine and said it was good. And he also linked to all the other ones too. So, I just wanted to make this rant and just let people know what the hell's going on. Like I said, I'll give you the link to the forum down in the description. But just in general, this is just ridiculous. You wonder why communities die off? You wonder why new players don't want to interact with advanced players? You know why players don't want to go in the forums? It's because of posts like this. And this is just a witch doctor. Can you imagine what happens on World of Warcraft official forums? Can you imagine what happens everywhere else? So, at the end of the day, these people just want to ridicule one another and throw shit at each other like fucking monkeys. When you just can't sit down and think, so what if a casual player wants to ask me the same questions 800 times? So what if, you know, somebody's adding more information and we already got a ton of information? There's something wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with somebody making guides and just trying to help people? What's wrong with just trying to encourage people to play in the community and enjoy themselves? How dare you be like taking new players and saying, oh, you should have Googled it first, bro. Google it. It's a bunch of other forums and information here. Well, damn, that's a good way to start off on a new bat when a new player makes a post or says anything like that. Because if I'm getting shit for posting this, a new person says, hey, what's the best in slot for Jade? I'm just wondering real quick on the forum. Instead of people replying, oh, it's this. And if you need more information, here's a link, buddy. Good luck. Nah, they're going to say, oh, I don't see why players just can't Google everything and blah, 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 blah. And this is I'm wasting my time and trying to just talk to these players. Everybody's so lazy. Or blah, 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 blah. And then that player's like, well, fuck this community. Because these guys are fucking assholes. Or you know what? I'm just going to use best in slot. You know what? I got a pig sticker. And fuck these guys. I'm going to use this pig sticker for this Jade build. It's going to work. And you know what? I don't even need to research anything else because these guys are assholes. I'll figure it out myself. And then you're in a party with... Why? Why is this guy using a pig sticker on the Jade set? Do you have a Sunkeeper? Yeah, I got a Sunkeeper, but this pig sticker, when I poke stuff, it makes the pig go squealy, squealy, squeal, and I love this shit. It's amazing. You do know that the Sunkeeper is better than the Jade. Yeah, I read something like that in the forums, but those guys were assholes, and I just said, you know what? To hell with it. I'm going to run with this pig sticker because it's working really good. Do you hear that pig sound? Yeah. You see that 100 million DPS damage on the mob one-shotting? You do realize you could do like 400, 500 million if you use the Jade. Nah, I try to talk about in the forums. Those guys were assholes. I was just trying to ask. They went off on me. I'm going to use this pig sticker, though, because this pig sticker is the way to go. You're killing the community. Keep killing it. 2 months. I'll have my own website. No more Diablo posts in the forum. Y'all can keep your cesspool shit. I'm going to go to Reddit and I'm going to go to Diablo fans because obviously in terms of moderating and how they're supposed to do shit, they know how to get stuff done and they don't let people post and go crazy like this. Long story short, if you're a new person and you're new to my stream or you're new to anything on Diablo or you just somehow stumbled upon this video, let me tell you the biggest words of advice I can give you. Don't post in Diablo forums Stay away from the official forums. Just stay away. Read the information. Stay away. Read the information. Don't post. Go to DiabloFans.com. Go to Reddit section on Diablo 3 for Witch Doctors. Ask there. Because if you ask in one of those two communities, they will respond to you even if it's been answered 8,000 times, and they'll probably be nice about it, link it to you, and send you a $5 gift card for Subway. Don't post on the Diablo forums. Because there's a lot of crazy motherfuckers there. That's all I wanted to say. This video landed a little bit longer than I'm supposed to. I'm put this shit up on YouTube. But all I just want to say, like I said, just don't do it. It is not worth it. The Diablo 3 community cesspool. It is just a cesspool of shit. Information's good. Documentation's good. Don't post in the forums. It is cesspool. And I'm not talking like that cool new cesspool that's coming out in the Rift in 2.1, even though I did get in one on the PTR. That shit was amazing. Good job, developers. That cesspool, whole different environment. I was freaked out. It seemed like